Which way shall we go, the heaven or the hell? The comedian Very Funny Joe Wong once shared a story on the Letterman Show.
I'm an immigrant in this country, and when I first got here, one day I was visited by two guys in suit and tie, and they said to me, "Have you found Jesus Christ?" I said no. They said, "If you don't follow Jesus Christ, you're going to go to hell." I said, "Well, there were a billion people in China who don't follow Jesus Christ. Will they all go to hell?" They said, "No, they won't, because they don't know Jesus Christ." But now you know. I said, "Then why did you tell me?"
He stopped here. Fella, if it was me, I would add something on top of it. If I don't go to hell, to whom the hell you are going to bring Jesus Christ when you go to hell? I was inspired by Zen Buddhism. Once a monk was asked, "Where will all monks go after death?" And he replied, "Some kind of animals." The guy followed up, "And after that?" And he goes, "Go to the hell." The guy laughed at the monk. "As wise as monks, how come you still go to the hell like anyone else?" And he replied, "If I don't go to the hell, who is going to enlighten you in the hell? The hell is exactly the place where wise monks and Buddha are needed. But we, ordinary people, where should we go? Heaven, hell, or stay in the mundane world?" I was taught something about security by a police in the orientation of my job. "There's no dead hero." And a quote from one of my favorite writer, Ayn Rand. "To say I love you, one must first know how to say the I." As a Chinese, I was always so confused that how come Western soldiers would surrender. I grew up to know that those soldiers might think, "We've tried our best and there's no hope to win. Don't waste lives." However, let me give you an example of what I was taught from the textbook in my early age. Remember, it's not what I wanted to learn but I was taught, and it was reinforced into my body and soul before I learned about decision making. And I'm not saying one is better than the other. It actually might even be a fake story, but you might want to understand why Chinese people generally have this kind of way of thinking. So a cattle herd boy was caught by enemies to be a local guide, and he pretended to obey but leading them into the ambush, and he was killed before the enemies were wiped out. And here's one more story, and this time it's a Jew. Wen Tianxiang, he was the prime minister of Song Empire, which was conquered by Mongolian, and he himself was also captured. The Mongolian wished he could surrender and work for them, and I bet he must have thought about this option. However, the public opinion was, "Just go to die. If you die, people will be encouraged to fight back. But if you surrender, everyone will lose hope, and we're gonna not only lose our country, but also our nation, our culture, our tradition. So just inspire us with your death." So he wrote this poem and chose to die. Who has ever been immortal? Let me believe a loyal heart shining in the pages of history. There is a such spirit of sacrifice in Chinese blood as for our country in wartime and our family in our normal days. It's kind of like the stock market. Maybe it'll drop in just one day, 1 month, but on the long run, it'll grow. Maybe I'll die, but our family, our people, and our nation will survive and thrive. Because we have all those selfishless people who are like cement in the hell that we found the nation to be a skyscraper. Well, we shouldn't be extreme. Instead, we should find the balance in between and learn from each other. And most importantly, we have to know what we know might not always be the case. As Ray Dalio said, think for yourself while being radically open minded. And even Ayn Rand, the sculptor of the American spirit, is a Russian, while the communism was originally from the Western. And Jesus Christ was a nation. So let's open our mind up and embrace whatever planet Earth offers. And together, let's build the hell as beautiful as the heaven.